Uh, I
I-
feel really good right now. Do you want to go into a story that'll continue to make me feel really good?
I'm sorry, I'm all out of those.
Oh no.
I, I can give you. I got other stuff here on the menu
I got
if
a
you'd
brand
like.
new story that just happened that'll make me feel really good.
Okay.
So I'm really glad that Mr. Cannon or whoever it is in charge of following my social media accounts to decide what to do with 2XKO. Saw my ancient tweet. I don't know if you remember me making this, but on July 27th, I said 2XKO's roster looks like shit, but if I can run a Blitz and Teemo team at launch, it's a good game and I will send its praises.
There you go.
That was before. That was over a month before Blitz got announced, and Teemo got leaked out like an hour ago by accident.
So that was probably unconkable more than anything if someone's paying attention out there, because they actually are, mind you. But
somebody probably chuckled when they saw that.
Sure. Like I said, like reading an article that's talking about freak pics,
yeah,
is kind of funny. But yes, other mascot character that has merch associated, that's a big league staple, shows up here.
It's really interesting because they clearly had a course correction at some point. There was an interview that was not that long ago, like I want to say like a year, maybe 18 months ago, where they just flat out said there are no Yordles in the game. We are not planning to put Yordles into like the base roster, maybe later, because their size is too much of a problem. And the backlash to that was super extreme. And most of that backlash was, are you really going to make a league fighting game and not put like fucking Lulu or Teemo in that, or Rumble in that shit? Are you fucking nuts? Are you crazy?
Yeah, I think the betas gave a whole lot of info, not to mention the getting hands-on at the different offline events. But like there's a very clear like, okay, there's a lot of cool shit people are vibing with. There's some stuff gameplay wise that's not quite cooked yet, and they changed a whole lot after those betas. But the number one thing was just like, league characters, roster size, etc. And it came up every time. And we talk about that constantly. It's like it goes to the first thing that goes there. But also just keep looking in general at the discussion off of just this podcast fucking echo chamber. Sometimes it is quite clear that like, no, you got to get that roster ramped up. So yeah, that's getting 10 out there right off the bat. And also, I hope they continue to be very cavalier about leaks and not give a shit and just like, oops, here's a JPEG of this loading screen. You weren't supposed to see it. It's thrash.
It's pretty funny.
I think that's the right way to go about it. Just because
every single thing to do with this game's long-term interest is going to be what characters are coming. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, everybody wants to have the big fancy reveal trailer, but like, if you just for example leaked out a picture of Swain, not Swain, that's stupid, Swain, I'd be like, oh. Mm-hmm. All right, and it's one of those things like Street Fighter has a massive roster at this point. A lot of fighting games have massive rosters, but this is like a game where it's pulling from somewhere else, like a Marvel Rivals kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna do 10, man, those 10 have to be like rock solid. And I remember talking to you, of course, about this like a year ago, and I listed off like a huge list of characters that if they were included meant the game sucked. Like the reverse of this,
because it would be the wrong picks of the hundreds.
It's like there's like 50 to maybe 100 characters that if they included them in like the first 20, I'd be like, oh, this is a bad game.
So
straight up.
So, I mean, everything post-beta that we've gotten now, which is Vi, Blitzcrank, and now Teemo, it's like, yeah, that's probably...
Vi is like the most no shit thing imaginable ever.
Your main character lineup. right?
Blitz is like archetypally mandatory,
Mm-hmm.
and so is Teemo. Also, Teemo's like the game's like primary mascot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've
Oh,
seen those hats. Yeah. Um.
like yeah, no.
So
If Garen gets to be in this game, it is dead. It is dead in the ground if Garen gets to be in this game.
the other Darius, right?
More boring Darius.
Yeah. So and I guess while we're on that with the Teemo leak as well, I saw the other part was they as they launched, they announced the closed beta that's live from today onward, and gave the updates on what changed and what's going on with that. Big one that I saw was just one case of like weird reporting, or people making threads about like it only launches with 6 and you have to unlock the rest, and that led to a bunch of like shitty feedback on that.
There's
where
a bunch of very, very anger about this,
but it's completely unjustified in the sense that
I want to know, in the canon of free-to-play fighting games, what the genuine expectation was for people that really hate this. I know, like, the typical thing is that, like, you have a couple characters that are free on rotation. 6 is actually fairly high. Like, it's 60% of the roster.
So here's the other bit. As far because I just went to go check, and it's like, so Lee, you build up your currency, your blue whatever, to unlock characters,
gems,
and then originally Valorant had a thing where you had to wait for the character to exist in order to build up experience to unlock them, and then they went back and removed that and made it so that you could build up currency to spend on a character before they exist, right?
Yeah.
But they capped it so that you can't save up for more than one character to buy at a time on drop, right? So I'm like, okay, so they want you to be able to do that. That makes sense. If they're switching that system over, I'm going to definitely expect that this will probably be the case here, where they'll be like, you can probably save up as much of a currency as you want to buy a character on drop, but they'll maybe cap it so that you can't go over a certain amount. But the other thing with this was the tutorial gives you 2 tickets to buy 2 characters.
Yeah, so this is where I kind of break down on it. So I people are saying that Killer Instinct started with 6 free characters, but then you could also buy various versions of Killer Instinct that would just act like a normal fighting game.
The
right?
Full package and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Earlier today, somebody who will remain nameless was being weirdly passive aggressive over me going, "Oh, cool, Blitz and Teemo, I like them," with like basically, hope you have fun unlocking them. And it's like, and then I find out, like, in the 10 minutes I saw since then, beating the game's tutorial gives you 2 tokens, so you will always be able to just grab the 2 characters you want when you start the game. Which completely bypasses this entire discussion.
So that's the thing, right? That came out right after that post, and that got lost because I think that was like a community manager communicated or so. But one way or another, when they're talking about, of the 3 characters that are locked, 2 of them you'll have the ability to use the token to get right off the bat. So there's only 1 character you're going to have locked to progress to.
I'm like, okay, let's say it comes out, and in 2-3 years they announce, hey, part of this season is going to be Mordekaiser and Yorick. They would never put Yorick in the game, but let's just say they would. And you go, oh my god, Mordekaiser and Yorick, fucking top forever. Oh, I definitely want to play as them. Oh, but I'll have to grind to unlock the characters. Oh, well, no, because you're starting 2XKO, you would actually do the tutorial and you'd use your 2 tokens to get Mordekaiser and Yorick immediately.
Yeah.
Like, that just overtly solves the problem right away.
So I know there's that like the MoolieVersus like comparison point, but like I think like getting those and going straight to what you're looking for is, that's pretty reasonable for that roster size. So yeah, that's cool.
Also, they really want you to do the tutorial if they're giving you fucking 2 free characters for fucking doing the tutorial.
Also, I believe that offline mode, you have the full roster available the whole time. So it's only for online, right? You can go.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that part. So I kind of am also just like, this is like the whole free fighting game thing is brand new territory. I'm curious to see how it goes and plays out and what's going to work and not work, because obviously free to play FPS is not free to play MOBA is not free to play fighting. They have
No, it's
different
all
appeals.
different. It's all a different thing.
So I hope I want to see like what's going to work here and how this is going to flow, because Tekken Revolution is not the example, and KI free mode is not the example really. So I kind of this is going to set the tone, I suppose, and we'll see what people are willing to go for with the game being free. And like, we also don't know what grinds are going to consist of necessarily. I don't know if we're talking about earning a character of that last one is going to, whether we're talking about a day, a week, or
I'll get back to you when next week, obviously, when I unlock. It'll probably be Jinx will be my last unlock, but the game's money-making plan is skins.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to go next. Yes.
So you need to be able to get the characters you want to play to buy skins for them. So I'm under the assumption that it's probably going to be it's going to be easier and cheaper to get characters
than to get their skins.
Be not expensive to buy skins.
Yes, and their cosmetic KO screens and the perhaps stages and other shit like that, profile icons, etc. I'm expecting those things to be all grindy, seasonal, etc. stuff, because that's what they want you to lock in on is the cosmetics more than the character. I'm thinking, I'm guessing. But we'll have to see what that looks like. The other thing with
if they go on the way that League does it, what I assume is going to happen is as the roster increases in size, the amount of characters that are free to play will slowly increase to be a percentage of that.
The rotation is going to be
so we're starting with 10 characters. When there's 24 characters, it'll probably be 16. They'll probably throw 2 more. They'll probably throw Blitz and Teemo on the free roster.
Okay. So it's proportional, or it scales up as you go. Yeah, that would make sense.
Now, that being said, if I were them, I would rotate those fucking characters around because free to play people are gonna create like the majority of this game's player base just in terms of matches played.
You don't want.
I really want to play as like Ilaoi and Blitz and Teemo. I don't want to play against Yasuo Ari.
It's the Jago problem.
Fucking night.
Yes,
all night.
Killer Instinct had the Jago problem. Jago was free, thus Jago was the only person you fought online in a ton of online matches for a long time, and it sucked. The rotation is extremely important to get rid of that issue, for sure. Skill levels aside and whatnot, like if you have the idea of like there is a character that needs to be a reference point for people to be like, okay, well, you always learn off of the basic Ryu.
Darius is going to be free forever.
Then that's fine, but you need to allow there to be a variety so that it's the feeling is not ruined by the weight.
Darius is this game's Jago. He's also the character on the icon on your computer for Legends of Runeterra. He's as much as the game's like Ryu as anything.
Yeah.
He's also got like a really simple, clean kit.
Easy to pick up and understand. Yeah. Opportunity for them to sell an extremely annoying Teemo KO cosmetic screen.
Willie, I hope you so when I say Teemo in the game changes my opinion on the game, I want to be like really clear about why that is. Teemo is a joke about being toxic. Like he's a poison character and is like, he's the kind of guy that if you play them well, you can feel the slurs manifesting on the other side of the computer. You can't hear them, but they're there. And they don't have to be accurate, but they're at you, right? And the inclusion of a character whose entire existence is to make the other guy really fucking mad makes me way more interested in the game in general, because it means they're willing to do like stupid, mean shit.
Enabled toxicity is all you need. Yeah. And again, like, and would you spend your fight bucks to purchase further cosmetic toxicity.
Oh yeah, fucking Teemo up the fucking screen. Teemo life bars, Teemo win quote, like fucking let's go. Let's fucking go. You know what I want? I want a fucking Teemo rage quit icon.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If they had listen, here's the new guide to 2XKO day 1, all right? Do you want to hit the top of ranked immediately? Okay, here's what you do. Play Teemo. And if the disconnect loss system works correctly, you will just get up into like gold and plat within a couple of hours as people disconnect
and
every
drop
time
the
they
fuck
load
off.
in your match.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, we want to make money, right? We're here to make money. We want to recoup some of the development costs on this game that took a while to make, right? Okay. I buy the ability with Teemo to have a chat pop up on the side of the screen as if I'm typing into my keyboard.
Oh man, that's good. I like that a lot.
You get a little log of like text chat popping up while you play.
I like that a lot.
Oh, spend the money. Spend the money to make it happen. Mm-hmm.
Well, like, and Riot, one of the things that Riot was actually really good at is when they did Runeterra, they were able to translate Teemo's like annoying ass fuckhead gameplay from like a MOBA to a card game. And it's obviously very, very different. But like the feeling in your chest playing a Teemo deck or against a Teemo deck was the same. He would just hide mushrooms on your cards. And so you would pull a card to play your thing and there'd be fucking 5 mushrooms on it and you would just instantly die. And you go, that's fucking bullshit. I can't fucking believe, it's this, ban this character. And then you'd be on the other end going, you had the mushroom on his thing. So that's what I want from him in 2XKO.
When you play,
right? I want that energy.
When you play Teemo, you can't see whether your opponent can't see whether you're on a wireless or wired connection. They just see a little Teemo head.
No, Teemo should be able to, his super should fucking activate Ping Crimson and just fucking, he becomes like a disconnected fucking hitbox that teleports around at random.
Am I plugged? Am I not?
Woolie, his passive in League is invisibility. There's actually the genuine, like, reality that he could have a super that legitimately randomly places traps invisibly on the screen and nobody knows where the fuck they are. That would not even be outside the realm of possibility.
It's happened before. Testament and Naoto both do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.